Why are you playing Madden?
He asked, why are you playing Madden?
Why not, bro?
So the people on my stream won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Friends playing Madden.
God damn it. Out of bounds. That should have been a touchdown right there.
That was the first thing I saw when I loaded up the party.
Like, wait, what? Man, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have one more battle left in Chapter 16, A Battle for the Grid. So...
the last chapter of the game, where apparently an overpowered Pink Ranger is going to fight against, what's his face again?
Lord Draken.
And what Power Rangers series is he from?
No, he's an original.
The Boom Studios Power Rangers comics.
He's from the comics.
Yeah, and this is actually Tommy fighting him now.
Yeah. Essentially Tommy fighting himself.
So he's sissy slapping himself?
Yes, basically.
Mirror, essentially a mirror match. I want to look at it that way.
Okay, so
it'd be like Mortal Kombat 11 if someone playing as regular Liu Kang and someone playing as Fire Guy.
Oh, you mean basically Mortal Kombat at 11 in a nutshell?
Yeah, for some of the chapters, yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's like, you might as well.
Oh, hey, I didn't even mean to do that. That was awesome.
Hey, against these content and really freaking timeline from Computer, why not have Fast and Furious so much space each other or something?
You know, I thought it was, you know, it's like, I go to look up Goldar's voice on YouTube, and I'm like, how did anyone take this character seriously with that voice?
That's a very good question, my friend.
Oh, you guys had the childhood revolving around the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I had whatever that thing was when they were in the jungle.
Wait,
yes.
That was okay.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to be more specific because there's two of them about the jungle.
Oh, yeah, no,
welcome to the jungle. We got guns and nades.
No, it's not Jungle Fury or freaking Lost Galaxy. You know that's still good. Like I said, Jungle Fury with the Green Ranger, you got Zenitsu. Like the closest thing to that. What you think about it?
And you also got Johnny Young Bosch for crying out loud.
Season 2, we had Johnny Young Bosch. Remember that?
Yes, as the second Black Ranger and second Green Ranger.
And he had a frog. Remember that?
And then there was Once Upon a Time where Reuben Langdon and Dan Southworth were Power Rangers.
Yep.
Before they became the Sons of Sparta.
You have been warned.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Draken.
Like I said, all
that
I can
was
think
half of my health bar in one fucking shot, too.
Oh, okay. How bad is it? Shao Kahn bad or G Howard bad?
Fucking bad.
So
I don't really.
Okay, got it. Yeah, remember,
like maybe.
That's called SNK boss syndrome.
Oh God!
You have to think for it.
Right as I was pressing the jump button, Draken just kills me.
And yet, I still always think Kim Possible's Draken, voiced by John DiMaggio.
Here,
Fight!
You hear that name?
Now you got someone chatting in your stream, lucky you.
Oh, nice. Hello. I don't know who you are, but hello, Jonathan Downing.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why you're saying he's lucky. If someone chatting with you won't be able to see it. You can't always see stuff on it.
No, his chat is okay.
I'm talking about your chat.
Well, of course, my chat that's probably frozen by now. Because as if Sony wants to fix anything.
No, that's probably just your setting.
Oh man, I dodged one and I got caught by the next one.
Have been warned.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec.
That was hilarious.
I'm going to settings.
I don't know if there is a setting yet.
He activated his super move and then I teleported behind him.
How the hell is that happening?
It's shitty programming. I mean, I tried to go for some sweet chin music for that jaw, but
It happened to be the back of his head.
Yeah, there's nothing.
somehow I wound up back behind him.
So that was a complete waste.
Probably something on your end. I don't know what. Yeah. That's why I'm watching. Watching you friggin' screen through my laptop.
You know, it was literally the scene where Goldar's showing Tommy all about what he was doing as the Green Ranger, and he's like, "Oh, you were so heroic." And I'm like,
remember, Goldar's not the main villain. He's just a side. He's usually the dragon to the main villain.
Yeah, he is.
Have been warned.
and remember what he was turned into in the Mighty Morphin 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, he was turned into a literal gold monster.
Think about it.
Hey, at least he lives up to the name of being Goldar.
That's a little too much gold.
I love gold.
Alright, he's their gold member.
And I could kind of take Rita Repulsa a bit more seriously in the 2017 movie.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
But then she had to go and direct that pitiful excuse of a Charlie's Angel movie.
That nobody fucking asked for.
Nobody asked for it, and more importantly, nobody watched.
But oh, let's blame all those sexist white guys for why nobody watched a movie that and nobody knew was even.
Asked for.
Nobody even knew about.
Okay, yeah. I'm assuming that movie got worked from.
It was like right.
Fantastic Four.
How did you dodge that?
Life finds a way.
Yeah, and so does my death.
No, it could be worse. You'd be hit by that one punch Shao Kahn throws in friggin' Mortal Kombat 3 that somehow hits you despite the fact that you're down.
I wish. Fucking stop monologuing, Tommy. What have we learned from Mr. Incredible?
You sly dog! You got me monologuing! You know, anytime at my workplace somebody says I'm such and such, I get the temptation to be like, hi, such and such, I'm Kevin.
As my sensei would say, you will make an excellent dad. How am I? I'm pressing all of the buttons. Okay,
Would
finally.
he really say that to me? Just because I make bad dad jokes?
Yes.
Okay, since he's making bad dad jokes,
Stop
I wonder where he gets
talking.
Tommy. Oh, hi. I'm me. How's your sex life?
better than yours.
Well, considering
Fantastic is the biggest case of blue balls ever.
considering Tommy is actually potentially getting some from and Draken isn't.
That's actually an appropriate question.
I was making a The Room reference.
I
Everybody knows where that line's from.
Are you sure everybody knows? You could ask my mom that question and she'd be like, where's that from? My boss didn't even know what Netflix and Chill was when I brought up the fact that there's literally an ice cream flavor from Ben & Jerry's named Netflix and Chilled.
This guy is ignoring my hits. He's teleporting out of the way. How did his hit go through mine?
Did you figure to projectile spam? Because at that point, I would just projectile spam.
I am, and he is
Remember, if a black character throws something, they would probably have higher priority.
This was V-Man playing this game. He would probably make it his bitch.
Yeah, maybe.
He's a guy that made like videos of him playing through like Mortal Kombat and Injustice and whatnot, and he is a combo king.
Alright then, how's it feel like Shao Kahn goes to MK3?
Okay, I finally pulled off a jumping.
He hasn't lost a round.
A lot.
So better than me that one time you played Mortal Kombat 9 and I somehow got a flawless round on Shao Kahn. Somehow.
As I say, life finds a way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember, against Shao Kahn, against an SNK boss, that's a friggin' mind point.
And the worst part is, there's one fight in Mortal Kombat 9 where you play as Cyber Sub-Zero, and you have to fight against both Goro and Kintaro.
Yeah, hey, the fact
at the same time.
Yeah, and the fact you beat them is what makes it friggin' awesome.
But the thing is, like, why do you fight both of them? As a character that you never get to practice as unless you quit the story, go play as the new character. Or you just unlocked as Cabal. Because let's be real, no one's gonna immediately do that when they're playing the story mode.
That's on purpose, because hey, give you a challenge you're not expecting. That's one.
And then, of course, the bad guys are also hilariously inept due to the fact that you get that essentially you end up getting like that's like when you get yeah, I did. It's like when you essentially get to that point, it's like, how do you take the villains seriously when they're taking way too many L's? I mean, look at Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat at 11. It's like he was built up as like this character that was so cool, and you got to play and is one of the most overpowered characters in gameplay. Hey, look at how he plays in MK. Look at how he plays in MK11, and he's a monster in that game.
Yeah, in the story he still gets treated like a freaking jabber.
Yes, he's basically Baraka and Reptile in MK11.
He's still the jobber status. And it's all Baraka pretty much got mid-part.
There we go!
You beat him?
Yeah, I did some more projectile spam. It actually worked.
Your body can't take the strain.
Okay, that worked for him. I don't
Give
think
up
it
your
worked
powers
if
or
you
you're
fought,
gonna
like,
die.
I don't know,
No! Listen to me. I know the pain that you feel. When you think about what life could have been. When you see what you could have had.
Oh, you can tell by the sound of my voice.
Despite everything you've done, it's still not too late. We can fix this. You don't have to be broken. You don't have to
You know, it's a shame that Kotal Khan doesn't really change after MKX, is because you would think he would change after getting royally spanked by Sub-Zero.
Zero in on my coordinates. Let's get out of here.
Thanks for that visual image, Sonic X.
With all of existence at risk,
Sonic X.
with victory far from
now I have the image of Sub-Zero laying out Kotal and then spanking him in front of his troops.
Ah, yes, we now have prehistoric Billy here standing with the rest of us, and that doesn't break canon whatsoever. No, this guy from the past of a completely alternate universe showing up, who has no reason to be here, unlike Draken and the Ranger Slayer.
I am still weirded out by the fact that it's Carrie Keranen voicing quite a few of those females, including Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, and speaking of female characters, Trini's still wearing the big fuck-off dragon suit for some reason.
With Carrie Kerenen's vocal cords.
Quite a view, huh?
I'm totally serious about that. I went to BTVA and I found out these things.
Yeah, I ran down the voices in these characters in this game. back when I first got it, whenever that was, which would have been, well, after it would have been supposed to be delivered, because,
You know,
Oh, like
I
around the
was
time
with
it came
Draken
out?
for a long
yeah,
time.
because limited run games
Even though I
kind
wasn't
of
myself,
massively fucked up
remember it all.
everything.
Every terrible thing he did.
So, does Carrie do a
standing here right
decent
now,
impression of Barbara
Looking at
Goodson?
you,
I think
I only
she's
think
she's
exactly.
better than
you two may look alike.
she's
You are
better
the same.
than David Fielding's Zordon, which is strange because he's actually played by David Fielding.
Yeah.
Who's the original?
Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
It's like they didn't put the right
thing that made
filter
him
over his
different
voice
isn't
when
that
they
he stayed
did
with
that.
Rita.
And
that's a part of it, sure.
like
But it's much
They give
deeper than
them
that.
some of Austin St. John's voice lines
See?
don't sound like
You
him
have
either,
something that he
or it
never
sounds
had.
like somebody
People
who's
love you.
not even really
Think of
trying
you.
to do an impression of Jason. It sounds
You
like
have
just
a
somebody
family, Tommy.
talking. Oh, hey,
Yeah, you really do.
I guess we're gonna have a threesome after this.
Also, you should
Hold on,
totally
say-
listen to alternate.
Oh
Future.
my.
She clearly knows what she's
Okay,
talking
but will
about.
somebody have a happy ending? That's the real question.
Because we have. Oh, hey guys, where the hell were you?
It's good to see you.
Alright, who popped up?
Hi, Zach. Hi, Billy. Hi, unsuited or unrobot trainee. We could have really helped. You guys could have really helped add some variety to the fucking gameplay earlier in this game when we were fighting the goddamn Goldar over and over and over and over again. In the end, there could be only Goldar.
Oh my god. So I mentioned to Alex that his sound-alike, like in my opinion, in Logan Laidlaw was in another abridged series. He's as in I believe Magi. I forget the name of the character who he voices, but I know in the actual dub of that anime, that character is voiced by Mark Drayson.
Okay, so take note of the guys who encoded the video for this. I can't remember who they were, but just rewind the stream a little bit, go back to that, and remember to never hire those guys.
Why it looks so bad?
Yes, we have a Blu-ray here, and the video looks like shit.
Poor thing.
Okay, so we're gonna be...
Okay, like you just went through...
So are you gonna be doing the same thing I did for Batman? Oh wait, you're going through an arcade run?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 characters to unlock, and several characters to play through in arcade mode. So I'm just gonna randomize it. Ow, shit.
What
Goldar.
happened now?
No, I got Dragon Suit Trainee.
Goldar? Play as Goldar. Come on,
Okay,
play
fuck
as
it.
Goldar.
It's gonna be Dragon Suit Trainee, Goldar, and Cat.
You know,
Backed up by the Dragon Megazord, Dino Megazord, rather. Dragon Megazord is even less accurate than Dino Megazord.
how is that possible?
It's awful.
Okay. This should be fun.
This is
have
actually
no
based
idea
on
the
one of the
power I
toys.
Is it now?
Yes, that toy is as shitty as it looks. Oh, that sucks.
Doesn't that look like the suit from the 2017 Power Rangers movie?
No. Oh, the blue one? Yes, that is the prehistoric suit from the opening sequence. That's the one that the Blue Ranger from the opening sequence wore.
You know what everyone ends up harping on regarding being that movie?
The Megazord being such a piece of shit?
No.
Way more repeated shit than I even knew.
What?
If I remember that
They
movie.
harp on the weird jokes in that movie, including in the part where what's his face asks about out the cow that they end up.
Oh, that, yeah, that, I remember that.
Oh, they're like, oh, we're gonna be able to milk it, right? And he's like, no, it's a guy. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then they later show the bit of the cow penis. And I'm just like,
listen. If you understood the problems that existed with Power Rangers humor before that movie, you would realize how low the standards of the fandom had become by that point.
Okay, so this is normal.
No, this is a step up.
Really?
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Some people actually complimented the film's writing.
Yeah, it was actually really good. It was way better than the fucking TV show. See, the TV show, at that point, we were in the middle of, I think it was Ninja Steel, which is possibly one of the worst series of Power Rangers ever, and also the one that I auditioned for.
Hold on. Worse than Operation Overdrive?
Fuck no, it wasn't Overdrive. Overdrive was nothing compared. Overdrive is nothing compared to Ninja Steel.
And Alex said you said you had an audition for Ninja Steel.
Yeah, I auditioned for the role of the Red Ranger in that show, and I had access to the casting sites, and there was like, I could see shades of the characters, what the characters had become from what they were originally in the casting sites, and it was absurd how much better the characters were in the as they were written in the auditions than they were in the final version of the show.
You know, weirdly enough,
because originally the character traits that went to the Yellow Ranger were the ones for the Red Ranger. And the Red Ranger's character traits in the show just came out of fucking nowhere. Namely, the fact that he was the son of a ninja and also from space.
That seems so stupid.
Well, let's... what do you think would be the villain?
And you auditioned to play that character?
Yes.
That was probably a good move on your part.
I didn't get any kind of anything back. There were like 20 or 30 people who auditioned for that role, but
you know, the weird thing is that once upon a time, me and my younger sister's boyfriend ended up making a bit of a talking point where it's like, you know how in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers they had a black guy play the Black Ranger and an Asian chick play the Yellow Ranger?
Yeah, funny thing, that wasn't actually supposed to happen originally. Trini Kwan was supposed to be Hispanic.
Interesting. Anyway, I ended up...
That'd be a big what the fuck.
He and I ended up kind of getting to a point where it's like, we ended up saying, hey, if they wanted to go the whole 9 yards, why didn't they make a Native American Red Ranger?
They did!
Yeah, later on. Zeo.
That was Zeo and Turbo.
Zeo and early Turbo.
Because your auditioning for the Red Ranger made me think of that. That proof joke.
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I didn't get cast as the Red Ranger.
We'll do this together.
Because they wanted to avoid that stereotype.
Yeah.
They already had enough trouble with the original Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger.
And they didn't have a Black Ranger until Overdrive, and well, that guy started stealing things recently.
Yeah, let's say about that guy in the battle.
Oh, he stole a banner that was supposed to be auctioned off for charity.
Yeah. Like I said, let's say about that guy the better.
You know, the weird thing is, like, so, you know, a lot of the actors from Power Rangers also, a lot of the some of the actors in the Power Rangers series have also been in Digimon.
Oh yeah,
like
Johnny.
Like say Robert Axelrod was also Wizardmon in original Digimon Adventure.
Oh yeah.
Then we have Michael Sorich.
You know, Robert Axelrod was really supportive of all the Ranger hopefuls back when Ninja Steel was casting.
Oh yeah.
He was a really cool guy.
Check this out.
Yeah, shame he ended up passing away. And I believe Barbara Goodson was also in Digimon. She played Rika's grandmother in Tamers.
Yeah, she was.
And we talked about this in like DMing, but it's weird that I ended up knowing of the fact that there exists a dub of Yu Yu Hakusho where a bunch of LA actors were cast into the roles of the characters, and Kurama's was the weirdest casting. Like, I love David Hayter, but why was he cast as Kurama?
I'm trapped in the digital world.
That's like way off.
Like, Kurama, have you seen, since you've never seen Yu Yu Hakusho, Fran, describe what Kurama looks like.
Okay.
Let's put it this way: know when you're a badass.
He's a red-haired pretty boy.
Like from a quick shown in his phone.
So he should have been played by Cam Clark then.
Funny enough, and
They picked the-
and it voiced Hiei in that dub.
They picked the wrong brother for that.
Yeah. And then there was once a time where they got the dubbing cast of Garzy's Wing to voice in the Yu Yu Hakusho movie Poltergeist Report, which, by the way, Yu Yu Hakusho literally kind of translates to Poltergeist Report. So it's Poltergeist Report the movie, Poltergeist Report. Nice job, dub.
What
Yeah,
the
but again, the
fuck?
dub's probably we know the hell.
And to make things even worse, they got the guy who voiced the main character for Garzy's Wing to voice Yusuke in that dub.
Yeah.
And then they had the audacity, the nerve and this is on both of those dubs before Funimation, and it kind of corrected that mistake. The nerve and the audacity to call Kuwabara Kuwahara. It's not Kazuma Kuwahara, it's Kazuma Kuwabara.
Did somebody who didn't know Japanese translate that? Because that's the only way I can. That's the only way I can imagine that making it through.
Oh, and the Japanese version apparently had Kurama be in his human form be voiced by a woman, specifically Shinji's Seiyu.
Megumi Ogata?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Black Cat Ranger. I better defeat you, otherwise I'm gonna have 7 years of bad luck.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on! It's not that bad a joke.
You will know.
Anyway, so... let's just say... And like I said, it's the dubbing team for Garzy's Wing that did Poltergeist Report, not the dubbing team that did Berserk. Because otherwise, that would have at least been a good dub. But no, we didn't get a good dub of Yu Yu Hakusho until 2003, when Funimation actually did something right for a change.
Oh, they didn't crop it or give it mono sound or make it green or put extra episodes on the disc that were just additional copies of the same episodes that were already on the disc, or they didn't pixelate it to shit.
Is this all like different re-releases of Dragon Ball?
Oh God, I wish it was just Dragon Ball. Did they scan it out of focus?
No. No, it still maintains 4:3 aspect
No,
ratio.
did they scan it out of focus? Because the focus is a different thing from the aspect ratio.
No. They just did. They basically just gave it a decent remaster. They gave Yu Yu Hakusho a good remaster. Fixed all the sound, the weird sound mixing that the dub had issues with within the Blu-ray release. And yet it's like, how does Yu Yu Hakusho get a slightly cleaned up version, or cleaned up a Blu-ray release? But Dragon Ball can't even get a remotely decent release in the United States.
Okay.
There's actually a good explanation for that. Go ahead.
Allow me to explain what I'm talking about, because this is a rather complicated mess here. The mono sound is Code Geass.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Funimation's Code Geass Blu-rays had mono sound when they were originally released. I can't explain it. I have no idea why. Somebody fucked something up. ReZero Part 1 had pixelated video.
And they never bothered to fix this in a later re-release it.
No, they did fix that, but they've done it really poorly. Because they took too long to figure out how to get it all out there. Made people pay for their own shipping. Didn't send the right discs out the first time, because the first batch of discs has the wrong art on it. And
Yellow Ranger, power up!
At first, they denied that it even had a problem, just like Geass, by the way. And then Green Video was, of course, Dragon Ball Super Broly, which the Funimation and Dutch DVDs and Blu-rays are the only ones that actually have a green tint to them. I own the Manga UK Blu-ray. It doesn't have a green tint. The Toei Blu-ray doesn't have a green tint. Nothing has a green tint except for the Funimation DVD and Blu-ray. Okay, now the extra redundant copies of episodes on discs. That was the Funimation singles for Dragon Ball Z, namely the Cell Saga ones. I haven't checked some of the others, but I know that the Cell Saga and Saiyan Saga Funimation singles, aka the Ultimate Uncut singles, had issues with duplicate episodes. And as for scanning the film out of focus, Funimation did that when they released the Dragon Ball Z season Blu-rays. They did a new scan of all of their film and fucked up a bunch of the Cell Saga episodes by scanning them completely out of focus in certain areas.
Why is it that Yu Yu Hakusho
and there's also the issues with authoring, such as the fact that the M2TS files on Funimation's Dragon Ball Z level Blu-rays are out of order. Not to mention the fact that the level sets were canceled, but we'll try to ignore that for now. There's also the fact that they outright fucking lied about the fact that they claimed that Dragon Ball Z was meant to be seen in widescreen when it fucking wasn't, and they didn't even do that right. And when they actually do the widescreen crop right for the Funimation season Blu-rays, they fucked that up too, because... Fucking hell, Trini. Because they scanned the film out of focus.
and the thing is, they never did that with Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, nor do I Nor do I know of them doing that for Full Metal Alchemist. Their My Hero Academia Blu-rays doesn't do that either. Or I would know since I own them.
Yeah. They also fucked up the dub for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and unlike the prison school...
Thanks a lot, Marky.
Yeah, and unlike the prison school dub, that one made it to Blu-ray.
Reinhardt was responsible for the Gamergate line, and Marky was responsible for those pesky patriarchal societal demands line.
Fight!
I'm not making that up, Fran. That's an actual line in the dub.
Yeah, I can vouch for him. That was an actual line from the dub. And then they had that fucking social distancing bullshit in, I can't even remember what it was.
It was the subs for an anime that came out recently.
Yeah.
When the context X is supposed to be like, a lot of people aren't supposed to be making physical contact, aren't supposed to be getting too close to each other and whatnot, because that school apparently doesn't allow for like very close relationships. Is that one? I forget. I'm trying to remember if that was the context of that.
Yeah, close enough, I think.
I suppose. And it's just like, I believe someone by the name of Christy McGuire had a thing where there's this student who was trying to stand up to these two bullies at a school, and then one of them was like, "You some kind of social justice warrior or something?"
Yellow Ranger, power up! You gotta go.
And I'm like Johnny after aliens invaded Shadow the Hedgehog. Basically, he dropped the controller, walked away, and then he came right back, angrily picking.
3 seconds. Walk back. Pick up the controller.
You know, is Naruto could really use like a Blu-ray release. You know,
it'd be an upscale.
It'd be really good upscale of a 4x3 show.
No, it wouldn't.
You sure?
I'm 100% positive Viz has composite video masters for the show. Like, if you compare the Region 2 DVDs to the Region 1 DVDs, they'd have to put it through a hell of a lot of processing to make it actually look even remotely decent.
Yeah.
And in our ranting, you've taken an L?
Yeah.
Like I said, and the thing is, Yu Yu Hakusho also has like this thing where it's like the dub does add in like a bit of additional smarm and snark and whatnot, just kind of like enhance all the show. And this was like back when it was recorded in like 2003 and whatnot. Though they also had like 2 different dubs recording for the series, due to the fact that one was airing on Toonami back when it was for like kids and whatnot.
Oh, for the love of fucking God!
Toonami was a kid.
Yeah, this was before it became part. This was before it became part of Adult Swim.
Dude, I watched Toonami way before Adult Swim. Dude. Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, but Kenshin had an edited dub.
Kenshin, I know, but still, Kenshin Muyo would have like that word.
I could have
The
sworn that
Dragon
was
Ball movie would like that word with you.
The Dragon Ball movies also had a toned down dub.
Yeah, no shit.
Basically, everything had like a very toned down dub, and then when it aired on Toonami, even Naruto had that thing going on.
Yeah, it had a bunch of blood added out of it.
Yeah, that's like all the time.
Let's go!
Though at the very least, the editing was a bit more, you know. Then again, Cartoon Network was a bit better at editing footage than, say, Disney XD and 4Kids.
Yeah, Disney XD. Fuck Disney XD.
Yeah, why were they broadcasting Shippuden again?
You know what I'd like to know? Why the hell Star Wars Rebels, a sequel series to a TV PG show, was rated TVY and shown on Saturday mornings?
They probably had a lot of everything in the 90s. Oh, it's animation, must be for kids.
Star Wars Rebels, I said.
But then they see Alucard getting utterly mutilated in Hellsing Ultimate before regenerating and killing all the police except for that one guy.
Oh, come on, I almost had him!
Then they see it South Park and they're like, oh wait, now all animation's for kids.
But you know how that song and dance goes.
And I killed all but one of them. What happened to the last one?
Pissed out like a bitch.
Silver lining, I get to cancel room service.
Oh, what do you see? What do you do with the technical display?
We're acting really quiet. For like tart burgers. Oh, I know why you're angry. It's because I went to Brazil, isn't it? Alucard, let the police go. I'm fine. Really? You want to talk to me? Okay. And then in the background, you can fade me here. And say that he's going to be going on. But you do not let Alucard leave that room under any circumstance. Actually, he already left. He said he was going for a walk. No! Hey guys, how's your health plan going?
Well, apparently it's great!
Be honest with me, Walter. What are we looking at in terms of collateral? Well, the Alucard amount. See, nowadays, Alex, I'm starting to pronounce the T in a lot more words. Damn it, I did it again!
We all can hear it.
Oh, Mason's here. Yeah, we're doing alright.
Oh my god, the chat's not frozen. Yep, the chat's not frozen. Yes. It's a miracle.
God damn it.
It's a miracle. It's been an hour and the chat's not frozen. That's a miracle.
You know, at the very least, Viz, when it came to like JoJo, did deliver on the Blu-rays.
Magical source, mystic force.
Yeah, the problem with Blu-rays is for Naruto is, for one thing, it's an early 2000s Digipaint series, which means it's stuck in standard definition anyways. It's stuck at most 540p. And
I think the same thing could be said for Yu Yu Hakusho, yet its Blu-ray still looks good.
Let's see here.
Are you looking up footage?
I'm looking up when the show started releasing. No, that would have been a film series. 92 to 94 and 94 to 96. Yeah, that's film.
Yep.
Oh. And by the way, Yu Yu Hakusho is animated by the same people who do Naruto. Studio Puro.
Oh, neat. Yeah, most likely Yu Yu Hakusho would have been film.
Fight! Not supposed to
Like, jeez. Yeah, it's a good thing we have these tangents going, because this grinding is boring. But this is actually, but like I said, this is...
It's actually good video game. This is actually by the time we get halfway through the probably would have happened.
You know, I wanted to take care of this grinding last night before I went to work today. Hey, but then I got a call to come into work earlier.
Oh, and they call it doing early?
Yeah, so I couldn't even do that. I wanted to get this grinding out of the way.
So basically, it's just got longer.
And And you know, G Gundam didn't really have like a good DVD release in America, since they just recycled whatever they got of the like the original TV footage. It looks grainy as shit.
Have you seen the
And I don't mean like old Dragon Ball all grainy where it actually benefited.
Yeah, you're talking like video noise and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you seen the original Ava DVDs?
I have seen footage of original Ava, and yeah.
No, I mean from the original ADV DVDs for the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know the.
Yeah, in addition to just being badly done, the framing is wrong too.
Oh, and then there's the Ava Blu-rays where the off-model animation is a lot more noticeable.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Anime Limited is actually doing English Blu-rays for Evangelion, including the 2 movies. So that's.
But are they going to be doing it with the ADV dub, or are they with the director's cut dub, or are they going to do it with that dub?
Ideally it would be both. The thing is that it's okay. I liken the situation with the Netflix dub to the right situation with Dr. Dre and his old record label.
I will do all that is necessary.
Because they probably signed a contract where they weren't allowed to sell it on digital platforms, so they had to create a new one.
Right Stuff Anime was able to get the licensing for the G Gundam Japanese Blu-rays ported over to the US with the English dub from 2002 2003.
Well, yeah, it's a contract by contract issue, unfortunately. There's no universal solution. The problem is that because ADV went bust, they have a hard time tracking down who owns what, for one thing.
You know, the weird thing is like, it's like unlike with Gundam, they couldn't track down who owned Ava, because it's like who owns Ava? Oh, Funimation owns the Rebuild movies. I'm like, we're talking in the original anime. I'm like, we don't know.
Yeah. The big problem is when ADV went bust, it got sold off, and a lot of the stuff went to Section 23. Some of the stuff went to Funimation. Some of the stuff went to
If anyone can see,
some of the stuff just went.
You know, if I had a webcam on, you'd be able to see how my pit bull is right now. She's
on your lap.
Quite literally, yes.
Well, hey, right. Got that Consider you can be crushed.
You know, some people, it's like nowadays people are talking about the prospect of Bleach coming back, and I'm like, can we just adapt the actual last arc of the show and not, start over from scratch? Because it's enough as it is for like a bunch of shows to have to do that, including Fullmetal Alchemist. this, but at the very least, Full Metal Alchemist. This was like, let's fast forward up to the point where we left off in terms of the manga, and just, you know, continue from there. Which was a smart decision,
honestly,
if you ask me.
No, I think it was a really stupid decision, because then you wind up with this issue of not being able to watch it as one whole thing. Now, one of the shows that really needs a revival of, you know, just a strict adaptation of the original source material. One of them is Yu-Gi-Oh! Another would be Dragon Ball.
What about Soul Eater?
I didn't watch much of Soul Eater, so I don't know.
Basically,
I'd
Soul
say
Eater's
so,
anime adaptation ended similarly with Full Metal Alchemist. Its original anime adaptation had to go to filler because the author wasn't done with the manga yet.
Yeah, Rosario plus Vampire would be a good one to continue like that. As in, just give us a season 3 that continues on from where they left off. Holy shit, Draken's fucking murdering me.
You know, I would say, you know, the only reason I say it was a bit of a smart decision, Alex, to just kind of like condense like most of original Full Metal Alchemist into like 13, 14 episodes is mostly due to the fact that the manga itself isn't very long at all. Trust me, I've read it.
I actually have most of the manga, I think.
Yeah, the manga isn't even remotely as long as the anime makes it, as the original anime made it out to be. And the original anime,
like Dragon Ball Z.
And the original anime kind of had this stigma of like having to
have been warned.
To like change up roles and whatnot and make other characters seem less significant than they're supposed to be. I'm looking at Winry, who literally does almost nothing in the OG anime. Like, all she is in the original anime is literally just Shirley's, what's her face is the library bookworm's bestie. That's all she does. We don't really see her do any, like her being a mechanic and whatnot. We don't even see that she's remotely resourceful. She just happens to just be there. Or because of coincidence. You know what I mean? Because even Brotherhood gave her a bit more to do, especially with giving Ed like a new automail arm and leg when they had to go to Fort Briggs.
So did y'all hear that there was potentially going to be a new He-Man series that was going to completely ignore She-Ra and the Princesses of Power?
Yeah, I think I've heard about that.
And meanwhile, Luna, I love you very much, but I would appreciate it if you would kindly not play with me, because my leg's gonna go numb. I actually wouldn't mind that at this point. I do mean that sincerely.
I know.
I got Golden Umamon on 100% scan.
Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha, Maya ha.
So, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, the Golden Seal, which was the OVA dubbed by that LA group. that we mentioned a while back. Funimation did go back and redub that for the release of Eizo Hakusho on DVD. They never released that on Blu-ray for some reason. Then again, I don't think a Blu-ray of Eizo Hakusho exists. Considering the fact that it's just like a couple of short ports plus a compilation of all the openings and endings of the show, probably justifiable that we didn't get that. Probably justifiable that we didn't have a Blu-ray for that.
Oh, Cat Manx is fucking quick. I love this character.
How quick?
She's fast, pussy. Now that's a...
Injustice powerful punch.
Have been warned.
When we get to Injustice...
Yeah, remember, Injustice 1 from the corporate field.
You know what I think I'm actually gonna attempt at Jimmy Kim. And now because this is gonna be going on too long and not a lot of people are gonna want to sit here and watch me grind. Let's be realistic here. This is probably for the better.
Have been warned.
Yeah, you want to be done, just wait till something in the
Took out Draken with a single fucking headbutt.
Okay, Luna, seriously, you need to get off my leg.
Please get off my leg. God damn it.
So, Alex, would you be interested in seeing Fran one day do the Mortal Kombat 11 story?
Sure.
And then it's just gonna, and then most of it is just gonna be us complaining partially about Ronda Rousey.
Oh god, yeah. I have heard her voice lines in that, and it's so bad.
You ain't gonna hear me today.
She sounds like a female Tommy Wiseau.
What? They had a good.
I'll tell you, they can be worse.
They had a good.
Magna Defender.
They had a good what now?
They had a good voice actress for her. And then they replaced her with a martial artist who can't act.
Trisha Helfer, I believe, was the actress's
Trisha
name.
Helfer was Sonya's voice actress.
Yeah, funny enough, Trisha was also, what's her face from Mass Effect? Edie from Mass Effect.
Yeah, she was Edie.
Oh, come on, Lou.
You have no idea what I'm fighting for.
Like I said, Luna, I love you, but this is a bit much.
Like I said, forget me. I would think Mass Effect, but Andromeda.
Fight!
Yeah, we're not touching Andromeda.
I actually have Andromeda.
I have it too, but I am not touching that game ever again.
I don't think I've even opened it.
Well, you probably wouldn't be able to get all your money back anyway.
Considering I paid probably like $4 or $5 for it, I might.
No, you're gonna die. That's all you're gonna
Lucky
get.
you, I ended up buying it full price thinking it was going to be a good game.
It's Mass Effect. It's all the motion into it.
You do realize that I love the Mass Effect series, Fran.
That's why you're doing it. You're doing it for this game.
It'll be interesting to live stream that and using my hot log, but oh boy.
You know, they're actually coming out with a Mass Effect trilogy for PS4 soon.
Oh, like re-release?
Sweet!
Yeah.
So I get to actually play good Mass Effect games.
Up until
All right,
the
so we're
last
going
one,
to the
yes.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna bring him
Oh my god. It's him! Fran, it's him. And I forgot to turn on the voice volume.
God dang, this is the worst number of kids I've ever seen in my life.
See, the songs themselves aren't so bad. What's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you, bro? Motherfucking Edamon would be a better singing performer than this guy.
Sakura.
Yeah, I just said that was.
Don't worry, we're gonna save Sakura.
Naruto, save me!
Not that Sakura, damn it.
Okay, so basically this guy is dangerous at this point due to the fact that he has data type Digimon, and at this point there aren't a lot of virus type Digimon.
They just had to make sure to get the freaking goddamn.
Two of the most broken Digimon in this game are virus types.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up part. No. You know what? It makes sense. Why? Because of virus.
It's Beelzemon and it's Beelzemon Blast Mode and Lilithmon.
Yeah. Well, even though I don't use Lilithmon, but that's just me.
SPD, Cat Ranger.
Look at this!
One, fight!
Yeah. Ah!
For the ring!
You are brave but foolish.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, there goes. Thank God I didn't.
There we go.
Stand down! Release the power!
Oh goody, the Skull Maripon.
Oh, on.
Time for action.
Yes, attack my allies Digimon who are invincible.
Yeah, that's AI. They're gonna do that anyway. At least they're not attacking your Digimon. Alright, let's them attack your allies. Let's hold them back. Slap.
Which is silly.
No, that's a good thing. I don't want you to be gay.
No, I say that's silly because, like... Okay, so mainly I want to get rid of Boltmon because he is a danger to my Greymon, or my Metal Greymon. Why would you do that?
I'm beating up Tommy's girlfriend now, as Jason. Do you think there might be some kind of animosity here?
Which one?
The only one that's really in this game.
Okay, so this guy did a cross counter, which means I can't...
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, Boltmon's down, we're good.
I hope you get that joke.
Okay, so because...
The relationship or the fourth one?
Because I can't do a Masato and Tornado's not here, I'm gonna read this as Kylie Bear.
The year is 2020. Evangelion isn't out on home video yet. Nerds across the web are speculating who will get the rights. Will it be Viz, Shout Factory, or G-Kids? Will Evangelion 4.44 get released, or will Anno cop out and release nothing? Find out next time on Neon Genesis Evangelion!
Actually, Canon Beamon is pretty okay. Because I just looked at his attack and I'm like, oh my god, he pierces defense.
There you go. No, pretty much any attack that pierces defense is going to be OP.
And the only downside is that it costs so much.
Yeah, but it's so worth it.
Okay, now this sounds like somebody doing a Jason Lee Scott impression, rather an Austin St. John impression, or rather a Jason Geiger impression. than it does actually Austin St. John.
Even though it's
wow,
Austin
that is so
St. John
fucking broken.
voicing the character.
Yeah.
That seems to not make a lot of sense.
Oh hey, now I'm fighting myself.
Ooh, I got another memory up.
Oh, those are always good. There you go.
Of course, this could be Travtrophoria, but...
Oh, bottom of the memory up is the memory of DX, so, ooh.
Like I said, sorry I don't have the voice volume up. I forgot to do that.
Nah, you're saving me a headache. You're doing me a favor.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, they constantly hear it going, for like, God knows how many long.
So
Boom,
I don't even,
shakalaka.
so I'm not really participating in this fight. This is purely scripted. So I'm just gonna leave this on auto.
You're just gonna accept the ass kick. Remember, Canon Beamon. As we see the Digimon Canon Beamon aspire to be.
By the way, that Digimon you see right there, that is Canon Beamon's Mega Level form from Tiger Vespamon.
Like freaking awesome.
We'll never give up without a fight.
And super fast.
3, 2,
Now all four of you were on fast, but pretty quick.
Oh, Force Speedramon is broken in this game. We're going to be seeing that in a while. Because, let's just say, making sure to have the ability to get him, that's going to be
Wait a second, Tommy, how the hell are you wearing that suit? Jason's got the shield on. You're not supposed to be able to have two rangers with a shield at once.
I tweeted to Christina V an image of Darkness getting choked out by Itachi.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
From Konosuba.
Wait, what's
I've come to talk with you again.
Konosuba's Darkness, who is basically a blonde-haired masochist.
Oh yeah, that show that took forever to come out on Blu-ray.
Thanks a lot, Crunchyroll.
you are weak.
Word.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Tommy's back. Tell a friend.
I actually once ended up emailing Vic about saying like, my favorite. After a while, my favorite character, really in fiction, really is Edward Elric, and that Mom really enjoyed Rohan and Jojo. Yes, let's head back to the agency and not pick up the shiny thing.
No, the other way you can come back to the area.
Release the power!
Hello, Kyoko, aka Chesty McRack Boob.
She keeps popping up in the server's waifu spawn.
Oh, Kyoko?
Yeah, her. I tag you every now and again when she shows up, but I don't think you've ever noticed.
Yeah, I noticed the one time, but I think I might have already claimed her.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you something.
It's a thing on Discord. Literally, if you're part of like some server where there's a bunch of bots on there, they'll it's like a little thing where you get to have like a bunch of characters attached to your profile.
Yeah, it's a really stupid game, but I play it anyways.
He gets all of the waifus, Fran. You ever play it with him? You gotta know the character's name faster than he could, and typing in faster than he can, because he will claim the waifus.
He be straight pimping. You get more waifus than freaking Link in any Zelda game.
Link's hanging out with his wang out.
No, that's Zelda 2.
Did I stutter?
I know you did.
So Nokia's arc is going to be yet another arc of a lady who feels like he's not strong enough, so she's going to get stronger. Or blah blah blah.
Yeah, we're just not gonna see that training until Hacker Summer.
You have no idea what I'm
Just that's
fighting for.
the sister mom case.
You have no idea what I'm fighting for.
Considering you're the same guy, I think you probably do.
1, fight!
SPD, emergency!
The one that's picking, the one that had to be over for the game.
Oh, hey, I have you too, Jason.
Good one.
Alright, so...
Think about a friggin' nun in the game getting attacked. Yeah, that wouldn't be the day.
Alright, so now that we're done with that, with Jimmy Can, let's go.
We will do this together.
Let's go.
Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, participate in some cases.
Get out of my way!
Hang on a second.
You know, one thing that would interest me the most is like seeing Alex try a Persona game.
I have Revelations Persona on my PlayStation Mini.
Oh, you got Persona 1.
But I don't have an HDMI capture card.
That would be interesting to see for that game.
Well, I would also be interested in seeing. I would also be interested in seeing him play Persona 3, 4, and 5.
Oh yeah. I just remember Persona 3 and 5. You do not want to say one prophecy going over. Maybe Persona 5. I want you to learn that the hard way, but then again, sometimes they tell you about that.
Basically, what Fran's talking about is...
How did I whiff on that? How did I teleport across the screen when that happened?
Is a character... Or going by...
It's definitely next to boss called the Reaper.
Yeah, the Reaper. Seasons will make...
the Grim Reaper dual-wielding some long barrel axes.
Yeah.
Put it this way, don't go after him until you're like,
intimidating as all hell.
Just have a
The king of the Iron Fist.
Let's put it this way, there's a reason why I play on an easier difficulty.
Fran.
I don't care if anyone judges me, I do not give a fuck. I'm being honest.
Okay, cross counter. I'm not going to be beating you with a physical attack.
Yeah, counter in Pokemon. Then there's the friggin' special one with basically magic coat or whatever the fuck it is.
Mirror coat?
Oh, mirror coat. Yeah, I didn't know that because friggin' Wobble had like 4 moves. So you
have no idea what I'm fighting for.
You and your weapons are no match for me.
And yeah, I barely takes it from Wobble whenever I do match break battle.
You know, somebody actually decided to basically take Mega Man and Star Force and like update it it to basically the text boxes is for Mega Man Star Force 2 and 3, where it's better spaced out. Because apparently the first 2 Star Force games were essentially the first 2 Star Force games were. The first Star Force game had essentially badly spaced text boxes. Is where it's like some sentence which isn't very good for a story-oriented game.
Yeah.
We will do this together. You got me.
Oh, this is fucking classic right here. Jason versus Goldar. Hell yeah.
Hey, Fran, what is Goldar's thoughts?
Why am I sitting fighting right now?
How did you... That wasn't even on the same side. What the hell?
Does Goldar actually refer to himself in the third person?
No. I don't. Nah.
That's a Macho Man thing because he sounds like the Macho Man.
It kind of. Not really.
You have no idea what I'm fighting for.
Of course I will. I will do all that is necessary.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Oh no. Minervamon?
Oh, you probably aren't ready for that.
Probably not, but I have to do it anyway. Because it's part of the job. Minervamon is one of the Olympus 12 of the Digimon franchise. You can guess what that means, right, Alex? Basically, they're based off Revenant.
Yeah, no Apollomon is...
It's a shame.
I wish.
But then again, it's evolution. But then again, it's evolution. But then again, its pre-evolved form is never going to be featured in a Digimon game because a certain thing.
Wait, remember, you can't blame a virus for a for people in Digimon fan. It's not like it calls that like Porygon.
Hey Alex, have you ever seen the Porygon episode of Pokemon? Hello?
What do we got here?
Sorry, somehow my microphone got muted.
Yeah. You were too awfully quiet. I figured.
Yeah, I was wondering.
My lord.
I was asking you, did you ever see the Porygon episode of OG Pokemon?
I have not.
They go into the digital world and hitting a bunch of missiles ended up causing the screen to suddenly flash a bunch of random colors and, well, Japan made it so that we can't broadcast that episode.
The stupid thing is, that's not actually that big of a deal. It was like, well, it wasn't as bad as it probably it could have been. So, you've got a situation where
We're not backing down.
they completely overreacted to something that wasn't really an issue. And then the media blew things up. Like they always do.
Kill the Lion King.
Simba, no! Brother, help me!
Yes! Simba, yes!
So they say you killed Mufasa.
Oh, we're in for some more domestic violence.
I'm Scar from Lion King, everybody.
No. I just got one question. Alright, what else will go with creepy puppet ass? Long live that king!
Bitch slap as Mufasa.
Oh, what the Kingdom Hearts did.
Yes, the weird thing is Lion King remake actually showed a lot more emotion than the Lion King interpretation from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah,
oh, amazing.
There's not much to look at in the Pride Land.
Yeah, like,
I'm talking not just, I don't mean like, Pride Rock or those or whatever the frick it's called. Just the shit in between, that big ass area of land. It's not much to look at.
Yeah,
like it was just there to be a boss.
Like,
For
wow.
a boss battle.
Oh, Nomura. Wow.
I don't think that was him. It was just, whatever.
No, that's pretty much on him.
Oh yeah, because
you have no idea what I'm fighting for.
It's like, he can't seem to understand his Final Fantasy characters, but he could totally understand the Disney ones. Some people say that Nomura seems to have a disconnect with the designs and the actual personalities of the characters due to the fact that due to the fact that certain characters were just written like
oh, for the love of God, Draken.
Weirdos. They talk like they're not real people, essentially.
And here we're recreating the, one of the final battles from the comics, or at least Jason's last stand in the comics.
Ooh.
Have been warned. You are brave.
Funny enough, another thing in the going back to the Yu Hakusho, there was a thing with the there's another thing with the Japanese voice cast where Koenma in the Japanese version was voiced by a woman, specifically Luffy and Krillin's Seiyu.
Yep.
Mayumi Tanaka.
Have been warned.
Any thoughts on that?
I hate her as Luffy.
And then there's also, and then they had Brienne Siddal voice Koenma in the LA dub of Yu Hakusho and Golden Seal. And the Funimation, and then the NYAV dub for Poltergeist 4 had Eric Stewart of all people voice voice Koenma.
The voice of Seto Kaiba.
Yeah.
The voice of Brock and James.
Yeah.
James.
Okay.
2, 1, fight!
I am here.
And then the Funimation dub had Sean Michael Teague voice Koenma. I once ended up giving him a compliment on Twitter, and he ended up responding with a thank you.
You cost me valuable time.
He's a nice guy. Wish he was in more. He voiced Oob in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. And one interesting thing is, like, after a while watching the show, my mom ended up feeling like Koenma kind of grew on her. So Kevin Conroy ended up tweeting out something that actually speaks common sense. He says, "Protest is a right, looting is not. How does stealing a widescreen TV avenge George Floyd's death? How does torching a store where it took people a lifetime to build avenge George Floyd's death?"
How naive of you, Batman, assuming that that's actually what they were doing. Assuming that any of these people even know the name of the man who died.
Yeah, that's what I kind of knew. The left don't care who it was. They just want scoops.
Well, no. They do care who it was. They just don't care if it was a white guy.
Of course. And when a woman puts her knee on a guy's neck in a similar manner that I saw on, I believe it was a post your mom ended up leaving Fran, and that I commented on, I said no one's going to care about that because it's a woman, and hashtag double standards are BS. They're not going to care if it's a lady doing it. They're only going to care if it's a guy.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Something about race, and it's not an issue of race, it's an issue of it's just an issue generally. There's the problem with making it about race means that oh, now I'm playing as Draken, so maybe I'm gonna fight Tommy. Oh, I gotta pick the Dragon Sword if I'm Draken. And anyways, what I was trying to say is that the problem with hyper-focusing on the racial aspect of it means that we're not actually going to get a solution to it, and this is only ever going to get worse.
Indeed.
Yep.
It's never going to get better.
Oh, so I start with a mirror match.
2, 1, fight!
Oh, I have another case.
Game's got a sweet soundtrack.
You know, I ended up seeing,
oh my god, fight back. Thank you! Well, it doesn't help you're dead now, but...
I find it interesting that I was able to find some neat things about the guy who animates, who did a lot of the animation for Castlevania. It's like he once did a brief animation bit of Naruto. Oh, and he basically, it was doing something for like a thread. I like show off what your art was like. Animators show off what your art was like in high school, and then show off what your art is like currently. So Dietz is kind of a huge Naruto fan.
A lesson you're about to learn.
Of course, you like a bunch of relevant people are the type that are very anti-Trump. Then again, I'm like, at this point, it could always be worse. Because I'm just kind of used.
Don't fucking tempt the world.
2020 in a nutshell.
It could always get worse. Don't.
2020 in a nutshell.
No. It's like with Palpatine in Robot Chicken, and he's like,
Bow before your Lord.
He's like, oh, watch as I tempt fate.
We'll never give up without a fight.
It couldn't possibly get any worse, could it?
2, 1.
Like I said, 2020 in a nutshell. If something will get worse, it'll find a way to be worse.
Life finds a way.
This is so far.
Make me vomit. This dog is very snuggly.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, hi, Yuko.
Okay, what's the food she's trying to eat at this?
I don't know.
Fuck you, Donna. Oh, fuck you, Donna. Fuck you, Donna.
Get out of my way.
Man who eats his own shoe, who has changed his name to Antifa Southern Recruitment Office.
Shane?
Can you just eat your goddamn shoe and leave us alone?
Shane. What's next? Is Ron gonna start doing something like this?
Oh, he's already screwing himself over every time he goes on Patreon's thing and just says all the stupid things.
So, how many stupid things do you want to say today?
All of the stupid things.
That's not inaccurate to what he sounds like, because I heard him talk and I'm like, oh my god, he sounds as shriveled up as he is. Oh my god. Fran, I can't make this up. He sounds like a shriveled up prune. No way, he sounds like a raisin. He sounds like a friggin' raisin. And not even... And I'm just like, oh my god. This is unironically what he actually sounds like. Please tell me it gets better.
That defined better.
He proceeds to keep on saying, I don't recall for every
I do not
single...
recall.
I don't recall. I don't
for
remember.
over hundreds of tweets, Fran. Hundreds of tweets.
Take a shot.
Under his handle.
Take a shot.
I think we'd be plastered if we watched his deposition.
No, we'd be doing one more game. We'd be plastered before the first minute. And you come out still win.
How would I still win?
Because your bullshit ways.
Explain what you mean by my BS way.
Chance time.
So I somehow drunkenly do time it so that chance time I'm landed by paper.
One, you land at chance time. Two, you steal my star, basically going on F on me. We get still pissed at you for that.
I swear. He carries grudges more than the Flash.
It's not me on the grudge, just Luigi. I don't know what you're talking about.
So have you guys ever seen the Zabuza sword?
No. Fran, have you heard one of Toye's greatest hits?
Which one?
One of his, one of the ones from Twitter.
I'd rather be in touch without her than with her than without her.
Oh, wow.
Why would you say that?
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't.
I have seen the simplest of sips on social media, but why would you do that? Why would you say that?
Apparently there's no definition of safety.
There is no safety net for any of these things because they don't know how to use one. They'd somehow get caught in it too. They'd find a way to get caught in a safety net.
No, this is like them getting caught in a Scooby-Doo trap that somehow works.
Or friggin' Tom Hanks getting stuck in a thin plastic bag.
Oh wow.
That's a reference to the Saturday Night Live Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, so they stole that thing from Ghostbusters 2016 from an SNL sketch.
Yeah, that was a reference to it. Yeah, whatever.
Wait, what part are we talking?
Where, what's her name? Erin Gilbert uses the Swiss Army knife on the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Time for it.
Wait, what?
There's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man balloon in that shitty Ghostbusters remake. And
I don't think there's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man balloon, because I can kind of get that. That way.
And it gets possessed, and it's like gets on top of somebody, and Erin punctures it with a Swiss Army knife that she was given earlier in the movie.
Oh wow. Oh my god, that sounds like something I would watch. But for shitty reasons, not for good reasons.
You know, the movie cut away from like a dancing scene in the that was originally.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you know that movie was barely even shot in New York?
Let me guess, Vancouver?
No, it was shot in... Actually, hang on.
If they claim New York, can't start, it's Vancouver, because it's cheaper to film there.
They didn't even shoot... The problem was they didn't shoot a lot of the exterior shots out there. So... Boston. They shot it in fucking Boston.
And they claimed it as New York? Wow.
Yeah. And they only... And they shot in South Weymouth, rather, Massachusetts. They shot a little bit in Tribeca and in Columbia, but they, and then they also shot in Los Angeles, but yeah, they didn't hardly shoot in New York at all.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You know, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, was mostly shot in California, but they still had... It still felt quintessentially New York, because they shot a bunch of exterior shots in New York. So they didn't wind up with that film looking like it was shot in a completely different city. But yeah, it's not like Boston and New York are very different cities or anything. No, you can just make those.
Oh, I guess so.
Stand in for each other. That totally sounds right.
Dude, they'll be like shoot over here and try to claim it's Vegas.
Yeah.
That's how bad that sounds.
Right now I'm trying to find the tea location. I tried going to the cafe. It did not.
Oh, you're doing the food judge thing?
Yeah.
I can never remember. I just go by until I just go around until like the freaking prop pops up. I think there's one on the left.
Okay, so now I'm fighting myself.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a much more powerful version of myself.
You're not supposed to.
Which one is the real Lord Draken? You decide, kids.
You have been warned.
So it looks like I'd have to see if the cafe is the one.
Oh, look at the guy.
I looked up on Game
Pass. New rank and
Get out of my way!
And then we're looking for it over here in this spot, over here in this spot. This place over here in this spot, this place over here in this spot.
Valuable time.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad thing about Poltergeist Report. Oh, never mind. I found the third place. It's the sushi restaurant. So, Poltergeist Report only has one good dub, and it's the original version done by Nick Landis.
Of course.
Oh, and that dub also had Chuck Huber guest star in it.
Oh, nice.
As an enemy that Hiei, who is actually voiced by Chuck Huber in the English dub of the anime and the Funimation dub of Golden Seal. You know, funny enough, the dub actor for Hiei, Chuck Huber, was originally going to play, was probably going to play Kuwabara, and Kuwabara's voice actor, Chris Sabat, was originally going to be Hiei, at least according to what I found out from video voice acting. But then they just decided, you know what, let's just have Sabat do Kuwabara and Huber do Hiei. Not sure how they did with like John Bergmeyer as Rama. But for Yusuke, Justin Cook had a hard time finding somebody to do it since he had to like ADR direct all this stuff since this was Funimation.
Yeah.
and before they had all this talent pulled in.
Yeah, before they had the shit together for a while.
Then it all went straight downhill.
Yeah, shit happens.
True. It's as Tom Hanks once said.
Wait a second. I thought Draken was supposed to be the 8th fight. Why do they face Draken right now? Don't tell me I gotta fight him again.
Or you gotta fight something worse.
No, you have to fight him again. But then he suddenly summoned... But then he summons Shao Kahn to assist him.
Oh, God. No, Mortal Kombat 3 Shao Kahn, so you have to deal with the freaking...
And then for the third round, you have to face him, Shao Kahn, and Jiren from Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh.
No, wait, not Jiren, Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yeah.
From the Raid boss battle.
Oh, that one. Then all of a sudden you have to do a Night Terror.
No, that's the secret bonus boss. You have to face off against Night Terror, or in that final quest in that quest mode for Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah, it entails a Souls mode.
Yeah, Tales of Souls mode.
Scenario where isn't gonna happen unless you
Tales of Souls mode, Night Terror, which is harder than, which is actually harder than arcade mode.
You're not supposed to.
It's still a pain in the ass anyway. It's still Night Terror you're dealing with. I would know, because I've done it before.
Well, you've actually played the game.
Yeah, now I've beaten the entire course of the sword mode.
On my mark.
Apparently K-Wing is deciding to post a video of him playing as Ultra Instinct Goku versus Boo.
Which Boo?
Regular Majin Buu.
Oh, Fat Boo. Okay.
So did you hear about the traders list by One Angry Gamer?
I mean, it's not a bad point in making something like that, but the thing is, Billy is a fucking moron.
He is. And apparently some call me John is on that list, and I'm like, you're that petty, aren't you?
Who's on that list?
Johnny. Some call me Johnny.
Yeah. I think the problem is Billy always jumps to assuming malice as opposed to just people not knowing what the better solution might be.
Yeah. And apparently his brackets for Monica Rial being on that list is because she wanted Vix D. And I'm like, if that were the case, I wouldn't really blame her. And if that's the case, I wouldn't really blame her because
okay, let's be real.
He's around Mom's age, and he still looks good.
She wanted to ride on that Italian stallion.
No.
Didn't we just have this fight earlier in the game?
Dude, that one more case not supposed to be slow.
Yes, we did. We had this exact fight earlier in the game. Okay.
That's a good joke, but remember, that's supposed to slow.
And then we have... So, Alex, if there were certain requirements to have Akuma hand you a rocket launcher in Resident Evil, would you try to fulfill it?
Sure.
You wouldn't have that April Fool's joke?
No. If it were unironically a thing.
Oh, if it was like a legit thing?
Yes. That Akuma would just be like, here, take this.
No. I would look at Akuma and be like, why are you giving me this rocket? Let me, you gotta do that fucking Raging Demon. I'd rather have that.
No. Him handing you the rocket launcher would be so cool.
Yeah, but I don't want that Raging Demon.
Why would you want the Raging Demon when you could have him hand you a rocket launcher?
Dude, I freaking make it to you, you're dead. with Razor Demon. You're dead.
You know, Akuma is... You know, you do fight Akuma in,
Remember, Dragon Ball Z
Mega Man... In Mega Man...
Oh, the Mega Man Street Fighter fan game.
Yeah, the Mega Man Street Fighter Cross Street Fighter fan game. With Guile's theme as a bonus theme.
Yeah.
Sometimes have to wonder.
And now I'm back to video. So why not? Ooh,
You're brave but foolish.
Isn't the Japanese name for Earthbound Mortal Earthbound God?
Like Earthbound God.
And apparently, of course, they called Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres in the second Pokemon movie Titans, as opposed to
Also, like Legendary Bird.
Oh, wait, I thought the English name for Mother was Earthbound. Sorry, Earthbound was Mother Herpaderp. I fucked that up.
Herpaderp.
I completely botched that joke. Let's just forget it ever happened.
I still would like to see you play some of the stuff that I end up playing. Just because it's going to be interesting. No, it would be interesting to see him play things that you and I are both familiar with, but he isn't all that familiar with.
Yeah, Persona 5.
Okay, so I am facing off with Tommy. So why did you make me face him at the beginning of the whole round here, huh?
It's a rematch.
I'm not Tommy.
Fight!
I swear Regrets is on my brain now.
Especially you're Tommy, you think it's Tommy for some reason.
That's the peeping, Tommy.
God damn it, that's bad. That's bad.
Bad, Alex, bad.
In the corner.
I have no idea what that's a reference to.
That's a peeping Tom joke.
That's a what joke?
A peeping Tom joke.
I know that, but what's it from?
I don't know where it's from. I know that's a peeping Tom joke. Okay, it's clear in the line.
So once again, I'm in a dungeon with a slightly varied color palette.
What, an actual dungeon or something that looks like something out of Battle Network?
No, just a digital space. These Clockmon are gonna try to mess me up.
Bam.
Shazam! Witness the power of Kazam! Can you not?
Wait. The Sinbad Genie?
Shazam!
Okay, can you not? I have to tell you this.
What,
So,
you actually seen it?
No. My dad had thought that the movie Shazam was a sequel to Kazam.
If you're dad, I don't find that hard to believe.
Well, at least he didn't think it was a movie with Cedric the Entertainer.
You know, Cedric the Entertainer is in Madagascar.
Yes, I did know that.
You are brave and foolish.
Yeah, along with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, we're Borat. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Funny enough, they call Dr. Doom and Victor Von Doom in the Fan Four-Stick movie Borat. Specifically, it was Michael B. Jordan who called him that. they're like, oh, my biggest mistake was not casting a black woman as Sue Storm. I'm like, your biggest mistake was making this goddamn movie.
Okay, that movie was back, and you say that's your biggest mistake? Goddamn.
They did actually explain that Sue was adopted. They did actually explain that.
Yes, they did. That I'm willing to give credit for.
Okay, yeah. Oh, so they wrote an explanation. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. If they did that instead of ignore it and not acknowledge it.
Though I think Sue Storm's actress in that movie was worse than what's her face from the
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, worse than Jessica Alba.
Almost had him too.
I could go after that guy now, but there's so much more to do in here.
Fight.
I wonder how many people are going to...
Let's do what Take Bond.
No. I refuse. I refuse to do what you say.
There's not much else you have to do in there. Just do what Tank Bond. Get on with it.
Not the Monty Python on the Holy Grail crowd.
You know, this is only delaying your friggin' Professor Fulton with Kentaro's mod. You know that, right?
You do know that Kentaro's mod isn't for quite a while, right?
I know, but you're still delaying that as well.
How am I delaying it when he's actually kind of easy?
By taking your sweet-ass time, move it away from Tank Mod, that's how.
Oh, I'm sorry that... Well, I'm sorry that I have this habit whenever I play an RPG.
Yeah, it sounds like you being a klepto.
How is it my fault for doing that?
Because Quantumania killed.
When has it killed me?
Oh, it hasn't? Wait a while.
Alright, Tankmon, let's do this.
So it hasn't killed you yet. From the list when it eventually does.
So it's like I wanted to do some. I also wanted to get some progress writing my Hero Akachi Gundam fic done on yesterday, but like I said, work wanted me early.
Called your ass in early.
Yes.
So get your ass in here early, make extra money.
While one of my managers had a bit of a stomach problem, and needed someone to cover for the rest of her shift.
Okay, so I'm about to beat Tommy just by spamming high kick.
What is this? Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball in a Super Butoden?
I don't know.
Literally, that's all that Curtis did as Cell in Super Butoden. Just
spam high kick.
He just spammed Cell's kick, and he literally cleaned house.
Oh, I see. So you love kick on those status, didn't you?
Oh, great. He's a data type. Lovely.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to play the, you don't have to play that at the end of every single fucking arcade mission.
But they do.
You could just play it at the end of the first one.
But it's an absolute necessity, don't you know?
Yeah, just like you going to
Look at
Atlantica.
this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 characters in this game. 18 fucking characters in this game. We have to watch this credit sequence 18 fucking times.
Even one time as Goldar?
This is worse than the Sonic Adventure credits, because you only had to watch through that, like, what, 7 times, I think?
Yeah, 7 times. And the thing is, Sonic Adventure's credits at the very least were different in terms of theming depending on who you're playing as.
Yeah. Yep. It didn't make it any less irritating.
I kind of liked singing along
I mean, I like the music, but the problem is that the credits
with the exception
identical.
of "Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles." Seriously, what was up with that?
Who wrote that? I'd like to know who wrote that.
I don't know.
Because, like, that and Meteor Herd and what's her name? The fucking...
I actually love Meteor Herd's theme.
Meteor Herd is fine as a game when you're playing it in the game. It's not fine when you're wanting to listen to it by itself. Yeah, here's what I was gonna say. It's like trying to listen to My Destiny or Meteor Herd by itself.
The writer... The song... Let's see.
By the way, anybody who knows what My Destiny is?
The songwriter for the original Sonic Adventure version of Unknown from Me is Marlon Saunders.
Okay.
Hunted P did the Sonic Adventure 2 version.
Okay.
But Saunders did the vocal tracks for both.
Huh. Yeah, do you know what My Destiny is?
I know not what your destiny is.
It's the theme of Princess Elise from Sonic 06. It's a great instrumental, but it's a terrible song.
I hate that.
And remember, that song is in your future.
I have the lyric book right next to me, right here. I happen to
How
own...
is that my destiny, Fran?
I happen to own several wills.
Aren't you the one that handled Sonic 06?
But I don't even think I'd want to attempt to stream that game.
You're gonna have to.
I would. Okay.
You would, because you like that game for some reason.
It's better than Ride to Hell Retribution, alright?
I remember memories from a long time ago.
That's not a high bar.
I can hear you calling me to never let you go. As the sun shines down on me, I hold the key to give. Take hold of the destiny I give you. I may give you life. Can you stay forevermore, or are you gonna leave from me? No matter what it takes, I'll find you just to be with you one more time. A smile will find the way, my love. You've taught me that life can be revived. With a smiling face, the meaning of my destiny can be changed for your love. I can rule the world with my love. I can rule the world, my love. Can't you see that we can all survive? If you'll be by my side, the world will be a better place for us all. Ever since I met you, I want you by my side. Should I go on my way, or let you go for a ride? If I ever worry, then I will run to you. You gave me your everything, and my heart can be true. Can you stay forevermore, or are you gonna leave from me? No matter what it takes for me, I'll find you just to be with you one more time. Stay close to me, my love. You've taught me that life can be revived with a smiling face. The meaning of my destiny can be changed for your love. I can rule the world, my love. Can't you see that we can all survive? If you'll be by my side, the world will be a better place for us all. I will make my way, my love. I know I will never be the same. Sharing of my life, destiny will never be for your love, you know. I will rule the world, my love. Memories of you, my heart's fulfilled. Trusting in your love, the peace will come to you and me and the world forevermore.
What happened? I think I went brain dead for a moment.
Yeah,
okay,
that's a love song between Sonic the Hedgehog and an actual human woman.
Who kind of gets kidnapped more times than Princess Peach does. In one game alone. Like I said, is that better or worse than My Sweet Passion?
That is one shitty song on an otherwise standout album, because Several Wills is fucking amazing.
God, the music's good, too bad it's in a shitty game.
I swear if I'm streaming that, and I think I'm just going to demonstrate what
No,
most
it's not
beginner.
a good album
No,
alone,
I'm going to
even your audio is
demonstrate what all beginners experience when they fight Silver for the first time.
Alright, you gonna try that moon trick?
No.
See,
no,
what I need...
that's what Lewis experienced.
What I need to do is I need to get myself a capture card that'll take HDMI.
Yeah, no
doubt. My current Hopog does.
Yeah, I need to get something like that.
You want me to, hold on a sec. Wish there was an auto advance on the dialogue like in Persona 5.
No, there isn't. Some people feel.
Ah.
And no kid's just gonna stay there like as if she's damn near talking about her life. Like anyone who wants to hear that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yep.
Ain't nobody got time for that BS. Ah, man, the one I currently have is unavailable.
Nah,
yeah, it's probably no longer being made.
Like I said, the one that I currently have is does hook up to HDMI, but only for like PlayStation 4 and whatnot.
If it does HDMI, it'll hook up to PS3.
Yeah, but the thing is like for PS3, it would need component cables.
No, it wouldn't.
Mine apparently
not for his
does.
No, the PS3 has HDMI out.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying for like for capturing footage, it would require the hotbog for some. It would require the hotbog to have
component
cables for some stupid
some
ass
weird
reason.
ass reason.
But why though?
I don't know.
It's his hotbog. I wouldn't know that. This is
I'm
this
not the
why
one
I'd rather
who
get
makes
Elgato.
the damn thing.
It's why
It doesn't
I'd rather
make any-
freaking dish out the money for freaking Elgato.
You know, it doesn't make any sense.
What?
That. Capturing the PS4 and not the PS3.
Yeah. Anyway, let me link you guys. So I linked you guys to the to the Elgato thing that Fran recommended to you.
Yeah.
It's hella expensive, but I can assure you it's probably worth it.
It's an Elgato. What do you expect?
Stuff.
Apparently, you can get a powered HDMI splitter, and then that'll remove whatever's causing problems like that. I think it's the HDCP, high definition copy protection.
I still want to get a 3DS capture card so I can record DS and 3DS games.
Oh, yeah, you and me both.
But of course, it's all out.
Yep, and
You know what would be
fucking
great?
Take a roll
Is
of dice
if-
with eBay.
Is if the 3DS had... Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah! Audio visual out. That'd be great, kind of like the PSP.
But it doesn't. I still have mine. And the cables for it. For it to hook up to the TV.
Why does the 4K 60 Pro not have the H.264 master copy? Why does the HD60 have the H.264 encoder and the H.264 master copy?
Okay, dude. English.
English, mother trucker. Do you speak it?
H.264 is an encoding standard.
You might have after shit is like freaking speaking in tongues. Yeah, there's some shit even I don't know.
I forget sometimes some people aren't audiovisual nerds like I am.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know, some part of me imagines that how would imagine a weird explanation for your version of End of Ava, Alex?
I'm not even sure what you're thinking of in terms of that.
Did you have any intention of doing End of Ava for Alternative Saga, or no?
Yes, I do. In fact, if you look at the original, at the original Casting Call Club page for it, you'll see that I have, and if you look at the one that I have up, I actually have plans for Rebuild as well.
Oh, cool.
Somebody just posted one of those going over your head things, and it's like the "Wow, cool robot" meme, and I saw it's "Wow, the weapon goes in a fucking arc," and it's the nerd looking at the sprites from Friday the 13th.
What, the game or the LJN?
The game.
The LJN game or the recent one?
The LJN game.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Just avoiding confusion.
Here's I'm taking a little break from the game because my hands are starting to cramp up. We want to be Nurse's Joy like our mother. Like your mother and your cousin, your aunt, your sister-in-law, your grandmother, and every single woman in your family.
And then one cousin no one wants to talk about it for some reason.
Yeah. Do they all just mate with the same man or something? Obviously, they reproduce asexually through mitosis.
That would explain so many Officer Jennies. Then we get to Alola, we just see male police officers. Then we find a few that have to be dittos.
That seems bizarre.
Ditto.
I'll think what the ditto side was.
Ditto. I wonder would the universe implode if you got more than one Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy in the same place?
That happened around the Indigo League.
Okay, but what would happen if you got into a threesome with them?
Wait, with an Officer Jenny and a Nurse Joy, you better be able to tell which one's which.
Now, what would happen if you had a kid with an Officer Jenny and a Nurse Joy, and one of them was male and one of them was female? Now, which one would, what would happen if you crossed Officer Jenny with Nurse Joy? Or if they had kids and like one of them was male, one of them was female, and they had kids, and then that, what would that turn out to be like?
That is a good question.
And now I just finally pulled up Starlight Red Dragon Archfiend. Thank you. Yeah, for so many points.
Meanwhile, I was able to pull off Utopia the Lightning at one point in Legacy of the Duelist.
Oh, neat.
And also Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
You know what would be great is if I could find something that'll take something that's a capture card that's not HDMI.
You mean like a Dazzle?
Oh, fuck Dazzle. I have one of those. It's shit.
That's probably the only choice, dude.
Like, what I need is something that'll take component, composite, and S-video. Because I have a bunch of old consoles, and I don't want to have to run them through a converter first. But, hey, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But
what you gotta do, it's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Fight the
I'm
bullet.
going to digivolve on my thing into Impmon.
Okay, let me get rid of freaking Diamond Dire Wolf. Don't know why I still have it.
Life finds a way.
So what are you playing now, Fran?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's time to duel.
Also, one more thing. Fuck Power Tool Dragon.
What just happened?
Yeah, like I said, fuck Power Tool Dragon. That's what happened.
So Power Tool Dragon cursed me.
Harry Potter and the Magic Elixir that will make me give a shit about this entire controversy. And if you don't know what that's in relation to, good.
Keep it that way. Okay,
yes.
You know what? I don't think I need Celestial Wolf Lord in here.
Oh, come on.
I got the better Red Dragon Archfiend, if you ask me.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Wolf Fighter.
Oh, what is going on with my controller?
Yeah, you tell me. It's probably tripping balls, for all we know.
So Alex, what would you say is your favorite protagonist monster?
Of
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Overall.
Protagonist monster? What do you mean by that?
Like protagonist, like go-to monster, signature
their
card.
mascot, a monster, or like for instance, like the 2500 beat stick. I am now personally torn between Utopia and Stardust Dragon.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
I say Utopia and Stardust Dragon because they both have really good effects, and let's just say after a while, without enough support, Dark Magician is screwed.
Yeah.
I like my Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, you're going with the
Well,
rival.
that technically does count, considering the fact that Yugi was originally supposed to have Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yep. Yeah, okay, let me add Dragon Knight Draco Equist. Nah.
Well, in terms of rival monsters, that's hard for me to say. Because it's like, you got Blue Eyes. I'm not even sure what would be considered Monjome / Chaz's.
Jamba monsters?
Well, besides those, not sure what would be like his biggest beat stick.
Okay, before I forget, there's a certain card I should be adding for Jinzo.
I think it's the Armored
Oh no,
Dragon.
Jinzo can destroy internet memes.
And my deck is filled with internet memes.
Okay, let me
My deck is filled with memes and references. Oh no, that's too much Snake.
And then there's the Red Dragon Archfiend series is by
Jack Atlas.
Yes, owned by Mr. Atlas.
Okay, there we go. Amplifier. Thank you.
Then there's Kaido's Galaxy Eyes Dragons. Which, by the way, those look very neat.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. I'm like...
Yeah, let me see if I can not pull my hair out against Leo. Bullshit fucking power.
The minute I see the Galaxy Eye Dragon, I'm like... Yeah. You know, the weird thing is that sometimes I kind of draw a bit of parallels with this game and some parts of Persona 3, including in the fact that there is an illness that has left a bunch of people like comatose and whatnot.
Yep.
Similar to the apathy syndrome, which causes people to go become significantly depressed, and basically the plot of that game is that you're training to fight again, and 12 Shadow and the Shadows essentially are themed around the major arcanas. The only one you don't fight against in gameplay is the Magician. You fight against High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, or Hierophant, Lovers. There's
Chariot.
Chariot and Justice at the same time. Let's see what else. Frick, what was number 8? Sorry, I'm trying to remember the major arcanas, but I am somehow forgetting each and every one of them.
God damn it.
You know, this seems like cop-out level design.
No, wait.
Okay, High Priestess.
Eight Justice was number 8.
Yeah, 8 is eight's usually Justice or Strength, same with 11.
Yeah.
There's also Hermit.
Then there's
Temperance, Devil, Tower, Star, Moon.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones you fight in Persona 3. The shadows that you fight in that game.
Okay.
Number 9, number 10, I believe.
Damn, you just one-shotting these fools.
Yeah, number 9's usually Hermit.
Yeah, the Hermit and Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there is a Arcana named Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, simply
then Then there's Strength. No way, I think. Then there's Strength. And I'm trying to remember if Strength ain't what was one of the few that you did fight. No way, yeah, what?
Probably.
And then the last shadow you fight is Hanged Man. And basically our hero is a group of high schoolers and one protagonist who is basically a nameless self-insert.
I always hate stuff like that. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour made you create a self-insert to play during the Battle City tournament. And I don't want to do that. I don't
it sounds
care.
Like the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I recorded.
I want to play as Yugimoto. I want to play as the hero of the goddamn show.
At least Legacy of the Duelist lets you play as the character who's supposed to win the duel.
Yeah.
And you know, the Bakugan game on PS2 did the same thing. Did either of y'all play any of the Bakugan games?
I actually played the first one.
Yeah.
I've never played any of the Bakugan games.
I think I've still got the Bakugan game on PS2 somewhere.
It's okay.
And now, let me not try to freaking pull my hair against Crow Hogan.
Crow, aka the character who only got popular just because his archetype.
Because his archetype's freaking busted in this game. What is it? Black Wings.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is, at least the Bakugan game with the self-insert actually had a badass looking main protagonist Bakugan on the form of Leonidas. Yes.
This is Sparta!
Kicks Drago over the edge.
You know something?
Okay, at least they didn't have Kratos. That'd be a whole different game.
My shitty old computer can run PS2 games. Why the
I actually had that Bakugan game on on Wii.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it on Wii, but I was just gonna say
it's also on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is my shitty PC can run PS2 games. It can run PSP games. Why the hell can't I just stick the disc into the PS4 and let it play? Why can't I do that?
You know, it's because...
It's because of no good fucking reason, that's why. They want you to buy the shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, seriously, where the hell are you?
He-Man, yeah.
Okay, now suddenly it's gone from Joey to friggin' Skeletor from He-Man.
Have any of you read the DC He-Man comics? They're excellent. I've been reading them lately.
Wait, this Skeletor or the Shinnok?
Basically, one joke from SGB's playthrough of Mortal Kombat EDX is that Shinnok apparently it was made for that ended up sounding like Skeletor.
No, that was under SmackDown Sunday playthrough of Mortal Kombat XL. When Shinnok was going to get Toro.
I'm Papyrus. Yeah.
He
might as well be friggin' Skeletor.
I'm going to correct you right now. You need to say it right. Say it right. You say the Great Papyrus.
I'm the Great Papyrus.
I'm sorry, I'm Puerto Rican. You gotta roll the R's, bro.
I did.
Yeah, just now.
You know...
Oh, by the way, fuck you, Crow Hogan. Just cause.
You know...
Somebody actually got Skeletor's original voice actor to say that at a convention.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, every time...
And it's just, everybody just looks at Papyrus and thinks,
yes, he sounds like this.
You know, Fran, every so often I end up thinking about all the things that I've shown you that I would have been like, oh god, he's gonna take quite a bit of offense to this, and then you're just like, hey, this is funny.
Like, dude, remember, I'm Latino. You gotta freaking remember, some shit does not hit.
Excuse me, don't you mean Latinx?
What?
Wait, what?
It's some SJW bullshit where they don't want to use Latino or Latina, they use Latin X.
That.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be pronounced Latin X, but it never not looks
weird.
like Latinx.
Oh,
God. Okay. I'm gonna say they'll say you just tried to do SJW, which have no meaning. Maricón completo.
I could always call them Baijuo.
Yeah, I can't always say that because, hey, unless somebody pops up on the chat and freaking tells us what it means.
And
I can get
now,
away.
where am I?
Even if Kevin's stream gets demonetized because of me, which will probably be guaranteed to happen.
Fran, the only reason my stream would end up getting demonetized is if someone claims a copyright, or if or if
you play Mortal Kombat 11.
Yes, or if I play Mortal Kombat 11 and use a Fatal Blow or Crushing Blow on anybody that isn't Devora, Robocop, or Spawn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can get away with doing that in Spawn as well.
Yeah, and like I said, Robocop too, because he doesn't bleed red. Apparently Terminator, a robot, somehow bleeds red.
No, it's living tissue over metal endoskeleton. That's how. That's how they explain it in the movies, bro. I'm just going by the way it's explained in the movie.
That makes
Again, you need to watch Terminator movies.
At least watch the first two. I need to watch good Terminator movies.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Dude. I already told you.
The first two, and then nothing else.
Yeah, it's like for good Terminator movies, you watch the first one, you watch the second, and then you watch nothing else. Nothing else exists.
Reserve your sanity. Don't watch
I sadly own the fourth Terminator movie on DVD.
Oh, you got Salvation? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like my advice to people who are trying to get into Highlander. You watch the first movie. If you're curious, you watch the TV series, and if you like that, keep going. If you like that, maybe watch Highlander Endgame. And then
which is nothing at all like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Of course. And
then, there's the anime movie, but that's slightly different because that's not the same kind of bullshit as Highlander 2, Highlander 3, and Highlander 6, 7, and 8.
I can tell by the sound of that voice.
I'm sorry, I'm trying hard. I'm just...
No, bullshit. You're laughing your asshole.
I am giggling like a ninny.
Yeah, you're giggling like a freaking schoolgirl.
After we do our little Let's Watch stream of Superman Doomsday, I'm picking the next movie, and the next movie is Highlander, and you're gonna watch it with me.
Sure. I don't mind. Which, by the way, we got to set up a date and a time for that. I've got pretty much most of this week off, so I'm good whenever you are.
Assuming you don't get called into work.
Assuming I don't get called into work, I'm good whenever you are.
Wednesday sound good?
There's a simple way to rectify that. Don't pick up the fucking phone.
Fran, I have to pick up the phone because otherwise my dad's gonna nag me. He'd be like, "Oh, you better go find another job. You better apply for like another job or something." Blah blah blah.
Right.
Because I'm just like, does he not understand that it's kind of difficult for someone like me to find a job? Because I don't know if you know this, Alex, but let's just say not a lot of workplaces are looking for people who are on the spectrum.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fran and I are lucky that there were people who didn't care.
Then again, with me, it's not that obvious, so.
Of course, because you're better spoken and whatnot. You don't look like you're constantly on like some kind of drug trip, like I could sometimes end up being.
Right. That is true.
I worry for those on the spectrum that are people of color. Because it's bad enough if you're not able to really explain yourself. Well, just because, you're like me. But it's even worse when this whole drama is going on. And trust me, it really isn't easy in the slightest.
Now, I suspect George Lucas might be autistic.
What makes you say that?
Well, he's really bad at explaining himself. He's not that great at interacting with people. And, he seems to have this like single-minded devotion to an idea that doesn't always necessarily come across to people the way he intended it to, and he doesn't seem to understand that.
I see. The thing is like, most of my list of movies for us to watch is just basically, was mostly like part of the DC animated movie universe, just to give you a good idea on what's really to expect from that thing that has 15 movies and only 5 of them are actually decent.
Oh yeah. By the way, I don't mean to derail this back to Highlander, but there was. Let me see if I can find a date on this piece of shit.
There was an idea to bring together a group of extraordinary individuals.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Let me finish.
Okay. Sorry.
No, instead of Nick Fury, it's Jules. It's Samuel Jackson, it's Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Okay. So, there was a release of Highlander the series, Highlander the complete series, a little while ago. And let me see if I can find the release date on this. It wasn't that long ago.
Alright.
Okay, I get that for $60. Deal. 30.
Okay, so it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they released this box set for Highlander the complete series. With all 119 episodes, all 6 seasons plus 2 seasons of The Raven, on 21 DVDs. Now, there's a problem with this. One of the problems being that it's a shitty DVD set, taken from shitty composite masters. Because they didn't bother going back and rescanning the fucking film for the show. No, they didn't do that. That would take too much work. Now, what they did was they went back to composite tape masters, or digibeta, basically. And what they wound up doing was they took the 51 discs of Highlander Season 1 through 6 and the,
And did they push it somewhere else?
Yes, they they squashed it down onto a teeny tiny little bit of discs. Around half, we'll say.
Are we sure this wasn't made by Yzma?
Well, you're gonna ask if this was made by Funimation when you find out the next thing.
Oh,
they cropped it to widescreen.
Oh, wow.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They didn't even do that for the Blu-rays. Which, by the way...
we're fighting a new variant of Eaters.
By the way, the Blu-rays were in 720p, upscaled from 480i. Yeah.
Oh no! No!
And you're fucked. I can just tell by the sound of your voice.
No. What happened was I got hit by the sprite status.
Oh, that's worse. The texture blow.
Yeah, that ability to induce that status condition is broken.
Yeah, because you do it to your enemy. Oh, they're fucked. They are.
Why are you fighting a horror that would make H.P. Lovecraft wince?
Because this is Digimon.
The plot. That's why.
Oh, of course. You're going to defeat the monster of film by shooting rockets out of Metal Greymon's pectoral muscles.
No, there's worse stuff later on.
Yes, it gets worse later on. And this is not something entirely out of the ordinary for Digimon to do, because there was an H.P. Lovecraft Eftian horror in Digimon Tamers.
Yep.
Oh,
in the form of the D Reaper.
We'll
and
never
let me
give up
just
without a
say,
fight.
it's surprising that villain, and with how much psychological damage it causes one of the main characters to go through, is in part of a kids show. Let alone a kids show. let alone a kids show's English dub. I swear they had balls back then.
Yeah, back then, like stuff we do.
Why are you attacking my invincible ally? Why not attack one of my...
Dude, why are you questioning them? You would rather have them attack your allies instead of you.
Yeah, I know
that, because I wouldn't die.
Oh, come on. Again with this crap. Oh, wait, he attacked my ally again.
What, an architecture bug?
Yeah, he attacked my ally again.
And by the way, I'm playing Sonic Mania.
Wow, Talmon is getting the crap kicked out of it.
Hey, Green Hellstone.
Boosh. And it's dead. You ask why I fight such things, Alex. I fight them because it is dictated through my love, my anger, and my sorrow.
Shining Figure!
Holy crap, I think your bike just broke.
Is it working now?
It is now.
It's like kind of cracked for a moment. I thought it was gonna crack for a moment.
I find it interesting that the English dub of Domon's voice isn't like, you know, as deep voiced as Tomokazu Seki, who is also what's his face? He's from Ava, Toji. Yes, Toji from Ava is Domon Kashu. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, people found it hard to really criticize the guy who played the Blue Ranger, or partially due to the fact that he was also on the spectrum.
Oh, the actors?
Yeah, the actor who played Blue Ranger in the 2017 movie.
Huh. I didn't know that. I knew... See, I knew that the character was, but the thing is, that's kind of obvious if you really, like, look at how Billy operates.
Yeah. So much there, they just don't yell. But,
and, you know, it was kind of sad when he seemingly died near the end of the second third of the movie. I was like, oh no. Oh my god, they just killed him.
No, they didn't kill Billy. I knew they weren't gonna fucking kill Billy.
Obviously not, but still, back when I saw it, that was kind of pivotal, especially when all of them were pretty much carrying him back to the headquarters.
Yeah, I mean that was a great little sequence, and it's a goddamn shame we're not gonna get a sequel.
Yep.
Thanks
like,
a lot.
It bombed in the box office.
It didn't really bomb in the box office.
But it didn't make enough to make. It didn't make enough money back to make profit.
Okay, here's the problem. Lionsgate didn't promote it worth a shit.
Yeah, that
and of course, then there was the fact that it was that it had competition in the form of the Beauty and the Beast remake.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And
the Ghost in the Shell live action adaptation with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, can't tell you talking about Power Rangers or freaking DCA that comes out around the time of Marvel movies in theaters. But I'm fish.
That's
Scarlett Johansson. I don't think they're ever gonna learn their lesson.
Played Makoto Kusanagi.
Yeah, I was talking about DC. They tend to release their movies around the same time as Marvel.
Let me give you a hand.
Or like 2 weeks before Marvel movies in theaters.
Or in Batman v Superman's case, 2 months.
Yeah. It's like never works.
I seriously have to wonder how James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie is going to end up doing now that he's going to be doing the sequel.
I hope it does.
I want to actually like the Suicide Squad guys. You really got to remember, they're not good guys, they're bad guys.
Yeah, I have zero faith in
Guardians of the Galaxy, or at least similar.
They literally did try to make them pretty much Guardians of the Galaxy,
and
except, you know...
And then they just dropped all pretense and hired the guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy. And after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I have no faith that James Gunn can even do that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what Guardians do.
I was glad when he was taken off of it, but then they brought him back.
Didn't they take him off of it because...
That's a stupid shit. That's stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid stuff on social media.
Yeah. It's like,
thing is, it was basically...
Oh, that's bad. Let's take him off. Oh.
Well, the problem the problem with that is, that was karma for him, because he was involved with the cancellation of Roseanne.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
Problem was, he didn't go away forever after that.
Like syndication or something? So it's like, you're not really canceling it, you're just taking it off TV, which doesn't matter.
Well, they did cancel... No, there was an ongoing revival season.
Oh, the revival season?
Yeah.
I guess when that show ended like years ago.
It did, but then they got a new one coming out. And they had everybody.
Oh yeah, they brought the cast back. Like, I barely pay attention to Roseanne. It's like, I'm sorry. But there's not much she's relevant for, I'm sorry. Outside of a cameo in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. And then they did they dug up a comedy photo shoot from Heave magazine from, like, a decade plus prior. And, tried to use that to... And successfully used that to get Disney to not make any more Roseanne.
3, 2, 1.
It's a shame.
Fight.
We will do this together.
Oh, there you go. I was thinking you were on a different level instead of the first level.
Never seen the
Oh, no, if you're gonna bitch at me like that, I'm never coming back. I'm never gonna show up on time. Now with that nasty attitude of yours. I swear she's a goddamn tsundere. Yes.
That's not an Come on.
Nope, yeah. Right?
Yeah, I know. You can't make up a fucking line.
Well, at least it's more the traditional meaning and not that meaning we talked about last time we did Cyber Sleuth.
At the full. It looks like using a word at a time.
Hey, that's a cool variant of the Zeo Gold.
So...
Oh. It's like a red gold.
You know, we may have differing opinions on Marvel. It's just really interesting to talk about all this stuff.
I am here.
And it's just like, I wish that they could have done a lot. They could have done a lot more with Captain Marvel to make her, you know, likable and interesting.
Oh boy, do you think?
Wait, talking about Captain Marvel? Wait, talking about Captain Marvel or Superman? might be talking about in some ways, you might be talking about the same here.
Marvel's Captain Marvel, not Shazam.
I know. I wasn't talking about Shazam. I was talking about Superman. Then say.
At what point has Superman gained?
Dude, I will use the comics as a reference if you're gonna ask me next time.
I would love you to use the comics as reference because
every issue we gained a new power.
Oh, look what we have here. It's me. Hello, me. It's me again.
Me too. You know what the best part about splicing is?
What?
There's so many of me.
I don't know what creepy ass reference you're making.
It's a Matrix reference.
That better be.
You're not supposed to be.
It's you. Yes, it's
Then find a way to kick your ass.
me.
And I will do it.
Me too.
Stand down.
Busy point mental spirit, not blue balls. There originally was. No, not that way.
On my mark.
How many monsters do you think it would be necessary to summon?
Depends on how you're summoning.
I am summoning the Dank Magician.
Depends on how you do it.
I summon the Dank Magician in attack mode.
And then Dank Magician shows up after smoking a nice joint.
On my mark.
Something, man.
You get a freaking
This ain't even 1% of his full power, man.
Okay, depending on what other transformation you want to use on it. The Black Chaos, Dark Sage, Dark Eradicator, Warlock. Or Dark Paladin.
This ain't even 1% of his full power. You're gonna make me want to go all out.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, fine, I'll go all out.
I know you're not gonna see me ever use it on stage. Why? I'm not gonna bother taking a chance with time later.
I love how in this headcanon of ours we've made Dark Magician into
Ultra Instinct
hippie.
Shaggy.
not just Ultra Instinct Shaggy, but a hippie in general.
In general,
We will do this together.
But don't forget, you also gotta add the sunglasses. The sunglasses and the joint.
And the hat as well. So that's how.
No. He wears a hat by default.
No.
You just gotta add that logo to the hat. Yeah, you gotta add the logo to the hat. And there you
Well,
go.
man, I can't do a Shaggy voice, Scoob.
Like Zoinks, man! And this creepy Spencer. I don't like the looks of this creepy Spencer mansion, man. Yeah, it's a ripper rat idea. By the way, did you know that Lord Quadros once voiced Shaggy in a Resident Evil Abridged one-shot?
What the fuck?
He actually did. It's on the Renegade. It's on Cloud Sky Fate's YouTube channel. aka the Renegaders.
I've had a freaking ooze all my fucking room.
Oh, and of course he voiced Yawn. And of course he voiced the Yawn. Because, you know, he's a snake.
Nick.
Oh, the Revenant eats my dear.
Nope, now I'm recovering the plant.
But it was either that or this anaconda once, so, cause you've got
Eyes on target.
Oh goddamn, I had to reference song.
I am yes.
It's like the only one that everybody knows about.
My anaconda don't want none unless you've got buns, huh?
No, it's the one part that only makes it.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, damn, the only thing that's on the last. Okay. That was supposed to be how white you are.
I am literally the palest one of our group.
Freaking whiter than sour cream, you know?
I thought you said I was whiter than mayonnaise.
You're whiter than mayonnaise and sour cream. You're whiter than cottage cheese. That makes it
Give it your best shot.
goddamn, remember one of my favorite things is kind of food.
You're not supposed to.
This is food. Oh, I just noticed that Alex is fighting against Goldar.
Oh, you fight me again.
Not anymore. Goldar's dead.
I will be back.
Evil Blue Ranger killed him.
Wait, we killed him?
The evil Blue Ranger?
What, a Psycho Ranger?
No. The red and black version of Prehistoric Billy.
Oh, no, I think for some reason I'm thinking, what the hell is this? Psycho Rangers in this game? What the hell? Where do I sign up?
Your local PSN.
Chris Niosi once voiced Tommy in Death Battle.
Huh.
And of course, his opponent had the significantly worse voice actor.
Who did he fight?
Pilot of Zex and the Gundam
fucking hell.
Epion.
That fight was such bullshit.
Epion can see into the future, but still.
But the fucking Thunder Ultrazord is... It's so fucking fast, it shouldn't have been able to do that.
That's good. Had that freaking alert.
Look who we have here.
Of course I will. I will do all that is necessary.
2, 1. Fight. Eyes on target.
That's so
If I may.
How long do you think until the original 4mm film for how many millimeters was it for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z?
Okay, Dragon Ball was 16mm. Dragon Ball Z kept switching between 16 and 35 in the Frieza saga, I believe.
Okay, so how much you want to bet
I am here.
that it's going to end up going that's going to end up being gone on by the end of this year?
With the way this year has been going, I wouldn't be surprised.
Nothing bad. Some stuff I know that
Let's do this.
I would think to really answer, the questions I would ask, some of these people would be like, what is your name?
What is your thing?
Yeah, what is your quest?
Let's get that quest. And then the third one is some random
what is
You're not supposed to.
I know what?
Damn, I'm going too fast.
But you gotta go go fierce.
No, there's the freaking blue. There's the blue. The not blue ball.
We will do this together.
Fran, you gotta go fierce.
No, it's like too fast. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what the hell.
You go fierce.
Alright, Sonic, yeah.
Did you know they actually reference Alex? They actually reference that song in the Sonic movie.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, nice.
A little girl was singing it though.
Kind of like the 60s Spider-Man theme keeps popping up.
And yes, I did finally get around to seeing this about it. Thank you,
finally?
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Beacon 101 to sponsor.
Oh my
god. Thank God there's people doing watch party of that. Yeah, heck, that's how I saw Top Gun the other day.
It's 3, 2, 1, fight!
Don't look at me like that.
I will look at you.
Don't look at me like that.
So, would you say that it's totally straight to like the movie Top Gun?
Yes.
It's a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I know.
Nothing wrong with like it. That's really fucking awesome.
I was, like I said, I was making a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged because Jack and Crow were trying to settle a bet.
War.
Basically, alright, you know what, I'm gonna say him now and then call him nice.
Midnight.
And appreciate me.
Oh, damn.
Reconvene next week, and if Alex wants to do a watch party, yeah, we'll see about I'll have to see if I can record it off or a commentary off of Audacity so we could, add that, be like, hey, if you want to watch us talk about this movie.
Well, what I was gonna do was, what I was gonna try to do at least was
have been warned.
Queue up the movie on the PS4 and try to capture use OBS on the desktop to capture our voices.
That could work. Well, that would actually work a lot better. So, like I said, nothing else. I'll meet up again next week.
See you, man.
You know.
You have been warned. What are we not doing? You have been warned.
Ah, damn. Well, I guess that's it for me for the night.